Trisha
and welcome to my channel.
Today I'll be showing you how I did this cute summer cut crease look using affordable drugstore products. You can rock this look when you want to look extra and cute on your summer outings. This look is also perfect for your Instagram #SummerMOTD.
This video is in collaboration with kami.com.ph. Make sure to check them out and subscribe to their channel and to my channel as well.
So yeah, if you wanna know how I did this fun look, then keep watching. As a rule of thumb, always start off with a clean face before applying makeup. I'll be using these Jenet brown contact lenses from GWYSHOP today. Never skip moisturizing your skin, especially since it's already summer. I use my all-time favorite Nature Republic aloe vera gel, then let it dry for a minute. My lips are dry and chapped today, so I'll be applying Baby Lips Lip Balm from Maybelline. Then I take my Quick FX No Shine Mattifier Primer and apply it to the areas where I need to fill up my pores since it's silicone based. This is actually my go-to primer because it's great primer for its super cheap price. This sachet costs less than 100 pesos. For the brows, I'm doing straight Korean brows for that youthful look. Then I apply this brow mascara that matches my hair color. We're gonna clean up and sculpt the brows using this concealer from NYX. Now I'm taking this Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 104 and using a damp beauty sponge. We're going to cover my entire face and neck with it. It's my first time using this, so I apply just one layer because I have a feeling that it's gonna be too drying for me. Now with NYX's Wonder Stick, I'm gonna cream contour the perimeters of my face. I never skip contouring because it gives more dimension to my flat and wide face. Then highlight and conceal with Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand. This is also one of the best concealers I've ever tried, plus the price is unbelievably cheap. I mix the light shade on top to brighten my face a little bit more, then I blend it again with the same sponge. Now to set everything in place, I'm baking the areas where I get oily. Then powder contour using the contour shade from Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche palette. I don't know how to pronounce that. But anyway, I tap off the excess powder since this product has lots of kick-offs when you dip your brush onto it. But I super love this contour powder. I highly recommend it if you're looking for an affordable contour palette. Then I set the rest of my face with a light shade from the palette. Moving on to the eyes, I'll be using this peach palette from BYS. This will be my first time using it, so I'll give you some of my first impressions with it. I'll start off with the shade Enticing. I'll buff that onto my crease as a transition shade with a fluffy brush. I layer it with the shade Lavish. It's a pretty coral orange shade. I switch to a shader brush to intensify Lavish more onto the crease. Now look straight and cut the crease above your real crease if your eyes are hooded like mine, but if your eyes are deep set, then you can cut it on your real crease. I forgot to film the next step, so I'll just tell you what I did. I set the concealer with a translucent powder. Next, I highlight the brow bone with the matte dainty shade. Back to the Lavish shade, I gently tap it onto my outer crease. This shade is a lot chalkier than the rest, so I noticed that the color fades too quickly. I had to reapply a lot, but it gets patchy when you add layers and layers on it, which is kind of a bummer because I love this shade a lot. I want a softer look, so I decided to use a brown shade onto my liner instead. I'm using NYX's brown marker since I don't own any brown liquid eyeliner. Now I'm just using the same shades that we used earlier for the lower lash line. I'm applying this K-Palette liquid eyeliner as close as possible to my lash line to define my eyes a little bit more. I line my outer and inner parts of my waterline using a brown pencil eyeliner. I want my eyes to pop a little bit more without looking too much, so I put on some nude pencil eyeliner on the center only. Using this shade from NYX's palette, I'm gonna highlight the inner corners of my eyes and brow bone. Then with my favorite Peripera Pearly Night liquid glitter and a super tiny detail brush, I'm gonna apply that onto my fake crease line. Then I decided that I want to add more peach shade, so I take this Honest Shade blush from Everbilena. Now curl the lashes. Then apply a generous coat of mascara. Don't forget the lower lash. Defined lower lashes makes such a huge difference. For the falsies, I'm gonna put on some glue first. This glue is like the best I've ever tried. It's not even marketed as a lash glue, but it works perfectly fine as a lash glue. It's super cheap and it dries completely clear. It's originally a glitter glue from Glamour Face and Body Art, but yeah, this is my holy grail lash glue. Now, once the glue is tacky, you may now put the lashes on. Never forget to tightline when you have falsies on because it will make your lashes look more fuller and natural. Plus, it's gonna look weird if you don't. Now I'm putting on some black liquid eyeliner because the lashes were too long for me and the inner part is kind of floating. So we're gonna conceal that with this trick because I'm too lazy to remove, trim, and reapply it again. Now let's brush off the excess powder on my face using the light shade on the Wet n Wild contour palette. Then I'm gonna define the nose even further with the contour shade. I like to put on some shadows under my mouth and to my filter room too. Then I take that light shade again to fix and blend the contours more. For the blush, I'm using Everbilena's Honest Shade. This is a new favorite of mine. We're gonna top that onto the apples of the cheeks. Then I switch to a big fluffy blending brush to put some blush onto my nose bridge too. We're gonna go for that flush cheek look since it's perfect for a summer look. Then with a deeper coral shade, this is also from Everbilena in the shade Everyday, I apply it on the center of the blush. I'm creating like a watercolor effect blush. The middle is more pigmented, then the edges are soft. For the highlight, I'm using this highlighter from Everbilena in the shade Strobe. I'm gonna apply that on the high points of my face. This highlighter is good for its price, but it's a little too chalky, but I'm fine with it overall. You may skip this part if you're not a fan of the faux freckled look, but as for me, I love it so much. I think freckles are cute, so I'm gonna draw little dots using the same brown marker from NYX. The key on achieving a natural looking freckles is variety. Don't do similar size of dots, and not just dots, you can also add ones with slight smudges. Then with brown eyeshadow shade, soften the other dots you've created with the marker. This will give more variety of texture onto it. You can also create new freckles with just the eyeshadow. Just keep in mind that variety is the key. Moving on to the lips, I'm gonna outline Everbilena lip liner in the shade Sexy Nude. Then I apply Ofra's liquid lipstick in the shade Daytona Beach. We're gonna apply that on the inner part of the lips for a gradient effect. Then blend the edges out with your finger. I want my lips to be more orange, so I apply LA Girl's matte lipstick in the shade Stunner onto the innermost corner of my lips. Now blend the edges. You can skip this part if you're okay with it already, but for me, I want a smudge lips, so I put on the Honest Blush shade onto the edges with a pencil or bullet brush. And we're done with the look. You're now ready to be the cutest darling on your summer vacation. Thank you so much for watching.
If you like this tutorial, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to check out P. Kami's YouTube channel too.
And that's pretty much it. Have a nice summer. Bye bye.